Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blender Today Beacon Edition. Here, ready for Blender Conference 2020. I'm streaming live from a very unusual place, my work, the office. We're streaming live from the Blender Animation Studio here. You don't see anybody here because everybody's hiding right here. So maybe I can show you. You're going to be out of focus, people, so don't worry. But just to see there. You want to be on the shot? There. Everybody's socially distanced. Oi, Don, Andy, Mike, Julian, everybody in the back. That's so cool. Okay, not awkward at all. Wow, it's translating me live? Yeah. Okay. How do I focus? Okay, this is a one-man show, so it's really hard to focus.
You're doing great, Pablo.
I know. All right. Is everything okay? How's the chat? I'm having a beer as well. I'm not having a beer. Can I have one? Sure, any, yes.
Without alcohol or
With. Plenty. Okay. Wow. How is everybody? How are you doing at home? Are you waiting as much as we do for the Blender conference video? We were preparing until the very, very last minute. It's really something unique. We have, I don't know how many, it's like 50 people in total that send their videos from everywhere in the world, from studios, from hobbies, from the entire Blender community. Thank you very much, boss. I got a beer cheer. Cheers, whatever you are. How's the chat? Tony is so cool. I guess just be Captain Disillusion. Yeah, he's on the show, actually. We didn't share who is in the show, actually. It's going to be a surprise. So, we have special guests. I wouldn't mind. Please come. Who would you want to talk to? Here, let the chat. One beer for Pablo. That's amazing. Where are you guys watching this from, actually? We're in Amsterdam, of course. But hey, there you go. And I have some tea. Hello, everyone. This is very cool. Thanks. That's amazing. So, how are you preparing yourself for Blender Conference? How are you? You get to open it already? I didn't open mine. I think I have an idea of what it has. Software licenses, of course. Ton, people want to talk to Ton or Sergey. Hey, Severin is in the chat. That's amazing. South India, Australia, Nicaragua, Argentina, Minnesota, Ireland, Seattle, Munich. Where is the people from Munich here? Yeah? No? Kind of. Come on, like half the studio is German. Nobody from Munich. No? That's amazing. Wearing my T-shirt. That's amazing. Italy, Ethiopia, Slovakia. Well, here. Tell me where is people from? Let's see how huh? England. Please come near. Slovakia, Sweden, Kazakhstan. Clap, clap, clap.
I need to be like, how do I get in the shot with being really far behind you?
You should sit here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wait. Maybe we can.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we have a fixed lens.
I see. Hello, I'm from Portsmouth in England. Anybody out there? Probably not.
Is it a small city?
It's a small city.
Small as in?
300,000 people, I think.
Wow.
So it's not like small, but
Yeah.
let somebody else take the camera, I think. I'm the least interesting person in the room.
No. Let's see. There, perfect.
Hello from Amsterdam. Andy wants to come and say hello, though.
No. Please.
Our greatest designer in the world.
He's going away.
We got a camera. Oh, we lost Mike. I didn't even get to ask what is Mike doing here. He's a web designer, and also he designed the ident for the Blender conference this year, and the LA conference that didn't happen, unfortunately, but it might happen in the future. Okay, who's my next guest? We gotta improvise. Geez, how we lower the bar from last year. India, Brazil, Amsterdam.
I guess we can just go around, right?
Yeah.
Sebastian, I do love your long hair and your clothes, so there you go.
Is it even fun? We're not just messing around. We are waiting for the video for YouTube to encode the video and get it ready. Once that is ready, we're gonna put it live. We're gonna share it here in the chat and on conference.blender.org, so you're gonna be able to see it. It's a premiere, and it's gonna last over almost 2 hours, around 2 hours. So yeah, get yourself a drink. Hey, Sebastian. Here,
Yeah, I guess
Sebastian
over
Pants.
Let's see.
I can bring a
I'll
chair.
sit down.
Let's keep distance. We're still in Corona times.
Yes.
Closer, closer. How are ya? You know Sebastian. If you watched Blender today, you know Sebastian,
Yep.
right? What
I
do you
hope
do?
so. Yeah, I'm doing good. Still developing stuff, I guess. So yeah.
What exactly? Which area are you working on?
Right now, I'm basically helping out with Area NPR, which is basically a way to get lines from 3D geometry, so freestyle basically, but reworked in some ways.
Freestyle, but real time and in part of Blender, so it works in Eevee or Cycles.
Yeah, real time-ish.
It's like ish. That's a detail. In a few years, in 10 years, gonna be real time. But that is like having grease pencil, but automated, following the shape of an object or something like that.
Yes, exactly. So then you can take character model or specific character models and animate them, and then get the strokes from them to get that 2D look.
Wow.
Or even for some people, they don't really care about the characters, but it's more like the environments.
Wow. Yeah, for characters, I guess if it's organic and stuff, it's not gonna work.
Well, it does work, but you usually need to do some very specific tweaks to the model to make that work fine, or edit things in post, which you now can do with grease pencil. That's why it's so great.
Turn up the volume.
Up, yes.
Yeah, there's people calling for more volume.
Okay, I guess. This?
Well, I mean, now we're clipping, so but that's fine, I guess maybe.
This one back a little bit.
Yeah. So let's see. That might be a bit too much.
You can just speak louder,
Yeah, I guess I can just.
but don't project too much air.
Yeah, I should wear a mouth cap, yeah.
Yeah, I can go and get my face mask if you guys want to.
We can't hear. Maybe because the compressor is too high. No?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just push the slider up a little bit.
Well,
More?
do it more. Yeah.
More.
Let's see.
More.
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 I know, it takes like 30 seconds for you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still crying out for more. Oh, too much.
Yeah, exactly.
I can actually hear you.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
even hear the laugh in the background. It sounds like a sitcom.
There you go. Perfect. This is a perfect sitcom laugh.
Yeah.
But anyways, right. So as I was saying, just basically helping people do 2D stuff easier. And besides that, physics stuff. So I worked a bit more on fixing rigid bodies and also some cloth simulation, but not that much, to be honest. So it's not something that, I worked on this and it's really awesome. Go and check it out. It's not there yet.
Well, in 2.91, you fix rigid bodies, right? The connections between it?
Yes, basically in 2.90 and before, when you animated objects, rigid bodies were really unstable. So I fixed in quotation marks. It's maybe not perfect yet, but it's a lot better than it was before. So now I think you could use it if you're a bit careful with animated characters.
Clap, 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 clap. Okay, thank you very much. Now it's your job to go pick someone.
Yeah, I guess we just go
another
circle-wise.
victim.
So.
Yes.
Like
I hope I'm not making you. It's too loud. I'm gonna speak slowly. Right, Captain Disillusion. It's in there. We should do also some. Okay. Let's get then our next guest all the way from Amsterdam.
Ooh, that's far.
Yes, Jaden Wacker. I always talk about his patches. He's been working on Eevee Compositor, and what else?
Viewport, Blender long time support, GPU work, drivers, making sure that it works on all machines.
Ooh, last live stream I mentioned that we might get in the near future something like crypto mat or cryptocurrency for EVs. I don't understand what's that.
Cryptocurrency? No.
Crypto mat.
We're getting. I'm working now on adding a lot of the random processes we have in cycles into Eevee. So AEOVs is scheduled and CryptoMat is scheduled.
Nice. So basically, the matching what Cycles has in terms of random passes and stuff.
Yeah.
Good. Would it make sense? In the last week, there was a question about that. Would it make sense to, if you're using Cycles, to just for the CryptoMat or switch internally to Eevee? Because it's object data, like it's object masks.
Well, for CryptoMat, there is some differences, like if you have transparent materials.
Yeah.
So Cycles can handle transparent materials much better than Eevee.
Max.
But if you have solids or that,
Probably faster.
yeah.
Awesome. Any upcoming, any things change or things that are not even published yet that you can talk or not?
No, I'm really working hard on these projects, and I will see what my next project will be.
And you're following the Everything Nodes project section of geometry nodes. Yeah, like how is the team doing? Today we had we had to do the meeting, but yeah.
Yeah. No, we're trying to find out if we can work in a more agile way, and that's basically saying from let's define in real small parts from what do we want to achieve, and then with the whole team just invest all our effort into making sure that works. And that's a new way, because normally you don't do that in a team what is not in the same room. So that's really challenging to get that working, and we'll need to see how that evolves.
Good. How long is it's gonna keep going? Do you think? How many sprints?
I think we're at least going to work 3 or 6 months with that, and it will grow every week with new features, and that should be more the focus.
The focus. And as soon as something is kind of done, it will go to master. That's the plan.
The plan is that when everything is finished, it just goes to regular code review and land in master.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
You heard it first from Blender today. How about, let's see if there is any questions from people, because we're live. And what's the point? Let's see.
I heard
Shadowcatcher on Eevee.
Shadowcatcher.
Is that possible even, or is that in the roadmap?
I think it is possible, but we haven't looked at it into much detail, and it's.
But from the theory, it could be done.
Yeah.
Awesome. What else? Displacement. Displacement is that even with OpenGL is possible, or we need for Vulkan, or it's not even possible at all?
It depends. It really, because the displacement like cycles, it really changes your geometry, and for Eevee to be real time, you don't want to change too much of your geometry. So we need to look into that.
Awesome. Geometry shaders or something like that. Geometry nodes, geometry shader nodes. It's not gonna be confusing at all. Any other question left? What about your face masks? Okay. No. I think we're panorama render in Eevee. Oh, that's for the live. it even here?
We'll see. But
Yeah?
yeah.
Thank you very much. Clap, 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 clap. Louder. We need to speak louder. I know. But we also try to keep a distance, try and be safe. It's bad that I'm not even wearing a... Hjalte is coming. Oh, okay. So we might have a live performance here from animation director, animator, voice artist. We have. Okay, what day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is 31st. No, okay, never mind. Sunday is the 1st of November. You know what November means? November means November. And for that, to talk about it, we're going to have Simon, Thomas, clap, 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 clap. Simon's a rock star. We have it here. He's our rock star at the Blender Studio because he's working. He worked on the procedural shading training on the Blender Cloud, which is doing amazing. Actually, the subscriptions went up really a lot. So thanks for that. If you haven't checked that out, procedural shading nodes in the Blender Cloud. In the new Blender Cloud, designed by Mike, who was first. Simon, how are you?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
You get that a bit closer?
Yeah. I don't know if people can hear me.
Yeah, maybe a
Fine.
bit closer.
Yeah, I'm doing well. November is dreading on the horizon.
But you're also working in the newly announced, the just announced Sprite Fright Open Movie project, plus involved in the Geometry Nodes project.
Yes.
November. Are you even gonna try?
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
We'll see how far I can go. Maybe I have to trim it down to not doing every day, but yeah, I'll try.
Or do it weekly and then just try to do as many as possible?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't really want to trim down on the quality, which is going to be difficult having little time, but we'll see.
You did it last year? No, you didn't. Or the year before?
Last year was actually the first time I think we did it. At least as far as I know. I don't know if
I
maybe
mixed it
who
with
did it before.
the other one.
But
So
yeah, that was 2019.
Last year you did it. I'm curious. I never done it myself, but like halfway or towards the end of November, does it get easier? Do you get to reuse a bunch of stuff, or you always have like
Oh yeah, I mean I'm planning to reuse everything that I can for this time from last time.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean the nice thing about node setups is that you can just grab part of it and put it into the next project. Or last year I was trying to make new techniques that I can use to create the shaders. So now I have that set and can just reuse it for this time.
And from last year to this year, there are a bunch of new nodes and cycles.
Yes.
And Eevee.
That's going to make it actually a lot easier.
Easier?
Yeah, I mean, you can do things more efficiently now because you just have the nodes which you had to manually build yourself last time.
Yeah. Wow. I guess could be even fun to see a difference. Okay, last year I could do this. This year I can just use the one node.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, there's been so many changes. I'm not exactly sure what was in last year's Blender version, but it's definitely a difference.
Yeah, you use Master, I guess, on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, currently, yeah.
Awesome. Any questions in the live stream? Anything you want to share with the world? Your artwork is great. And can the mic be closer? Yeah, not the mic closer, but we can be closer to
Maybe we
the
can
mic.
boost the audio, maybe, yeah.
I don't understand English, but we can't do much about it. Microphone is two directional to both of you. Oh, okay. What is November? What is November? Yeah,
yeah, that might be a good point to start.
Yeah, I was assuming everybody knows. What is November?
Yeah, November is basically like an event that lasts the month of November where you have a different prompt each day, like a topic to create something with nodes. Can be anything, can be shaders, which I've been doing, animation nodes, Sweatchalk, like any add-on with nodes. Could even be another software, but yeah. And yeah, you learn a lot. You can share your things on social media and learn a lot from other people, and it's really cool to do. So I encourage you to give it a try.
Did you get to hear anything? Make it fun. I can hear everything. Okay, some people can hear everything. Ah, yeah, it was raised. Thank you, Andy. behind the. No, not even. No, there.
I can't do that.
All right, Simon. Thank you very much. It's wait. Aren't you getting close to the anniversary of working at the Blender Studio?
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, I started in January, so
January. Okay. So
it's getting close.
yeah, you need to do a special, a Node special, a November special. That would be actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be fitting.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
depends on how much I can do in November, but
Ah,
we'll see.
yes. Thank you.
Right, thanks.
Oh, sound is fine. Yay. That is everyone. Okay, just point at the victim. Who else wanted to drop by? Bastien, all the way from France, a developer. Bastien Montagne, developer. Developer.
Yeah, software developer.
Software developer. Yeah, working on.
Mostly data management, so that covers library overrides, imports, linking, all those kind of things, and also a bit of meshes and various areas of the.
So the library override is going to replace proxies,
Yes.
and I was going through the changes recently, and it's really there. Like there is an option to replace a proxy, to relink, to resync everything. What's left?
It's mostly some parts of the data that are still not overridable that should be like to be able to extend add strips in the NLA editor, for example, or to edit animation when you already have anim data structure in your data block. So if you have drivers already and you have an animation in it, be able to edit the animation, because right now you can create new animation in an override, but you cannot edit an existing one. Yeah. And also like kind of important-ish features, like the not storing the whole mesh, for example, when you override a mesh. Right now it's storing the whole data again, which is a waste of space. So there are middle important things to finish like that to consider the project really finished.
Optimization.
Yeah, more like optimization and polishing and fixing bugs, because we still find some bugs sometimes in it and all those kinds of things. But,
Awesome. Any other project you want to continue working in the future?
after overrides, it's probably likely mostly be some like addressing technical depths and trying to improve some internal code, which is really suboptimal currently.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there's some bigger projects, but which are also not directly affecting users because they are more in the really low-level part of the code.
So trying to make Blender more professional and so people can...
More efficient. Also, the idea is to have the code in a better module status, so that when you touch something in one part of the code, you don't actually get unexpected effects in totally different parts of the
Makes
code.
sense.
And that's really lacking currently in areas of Blender. So.
Thank you very much. We
Thank you.
learned a lot. Thank you, Bastian. Claps, please. He's working on library overrides, which is going to change the way you work on a pipeline or even on your own animations. And to talk about animations and proxies, we have here, all the way from Iceland, Wolfie. No. So.
Did you do some disinfectant?
I actually did. Tom just threw it at me. I did not. Thank you very much.
Hello, Hjalti Hjalmarsson. How are you?
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah.
God, I'm not doing it. I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah.
How many hats are you wearing nowadays? You are working.
Yes. Not. I mean, maybe not. There's gonna be more of them as the project maybe continues.
The project, which is
Sprite Fright. Yes.
which was announced yesterday, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah.
Days are blurry.
Yeah, exactly.
It was announced recently. It's on live on the Blender Cloud, and people can watch the animatics, right? Or
I think they are not yet being put on. It's soon to happen, but there's this internal conflict of like there's a bit of a twist in it, and then do we just spoil it by throwing everything, or do we like reserve at least chunks of it, and maybe like once it's released online, then share
Everything.
everything. Yeah.
You know, for Sintel, we had the SVN commits live on Twitter.
Yeah.
So at some point she changes a lot. So we
Oh.
couldn't use the names. So we basically changed the names to whatever, something else.
Did you have to use like code names?
Yeah,
for
code
that?
names.
Oh
So
my
maybe you
God.
can replace it with other stuff that is not gonna be in the film.
Oh.
And then
That's really interesting. I remember Colin had an update on Sintel. Like you guys used to have the blog, and
Yeah.
there used to be these video updates every week. I remember seeing one of them where Colin had accidentally like left the edit in the background as he was chatting with the camera with like a massive spoiler. And then later on in post he like blurred it out or something, and
I
it's
think
just
it was
funny.
like scales with blood and stuff on the like.
Yeah. Like, whoops.
Yep. Wow. Okay, so Sprite Fried. He has a twist. How's the story? Is it locked already? Or you
It
working?
is locked. The story's locked. We have an edit that is just goes all the way through to the end. So it's a complete story all the way through, and we're kind of preparing for the layout phase right now. So just kind
What
of
is the layout?
layout is it's like the in my head it is the like filmmaking part of the whole thing, where you're not just like talking about things or drawing things, but you're not also like going into like the minute performances of animation. It's like that halfway step in between where you're trying to tell the story, where you're choosing the camera, you're choosing the lens, you're choosing where to like move the camera and why push in and why are we pushing back, and staging the characters.
Where you take all the camera decisions and even like as
Yeah.
far as depth of field, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
All of that together.
How long is that gonna take? Do you think?
Well, let me check the layout department. It's me.
Amir.
yeah, exactly. Hello.
Hello. Layout. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm not quite sure. I was kind of hoping maybe we would get like one other person to help me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still a little bit in the air. So
Yeah.
we have
You're
to figure it out.
co-directing.
Yes.
And how tempting is it when you're doing the layout to go?
Hmm.
You're like, maybe I make a little change here in the.
It has happened here and there where it's like, ooh, I think it would be funnier this other way, and then at the end of the day I'll have like a Skype meeting with Matthew, and we'll watch the thing together. Like, what did I do that day? And we'll watch the entire thing together. And then I just like, because the camera is just firmly on his face, and I'm just looking for reactions. And then sometimes he like cracks up because I like added something that he didn't quite expect. So that's
Yeah,
I really
sometimes
like
it
that.
doesn't, and it's like. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, whoa, okay, let
It's
me go
like,
back on
oops,
that
yeah,
one.
That was meant to be a joke.
Yeah. But then I've also noticed that you watch this thing every single day for 60 versions or whatever,
Yeah.
and you just get so numb to it. So you're watching it, and sometimes you're watching it, and it's like hint of a smile in this one shot, and then the rest of it is like nothing because it's just not funny to you anymore.
Yeah.
But that always happens, I
Wow.
guess.
Which part is your favorite? Now that you worked in many projects, you directed your own short films with the Coffee Run, with HL327,
Yeah.
and
The dweeps.
HL327, the Daily Drift. Yeah, this is
I will tell you that
the layout is a bit.
the amazing doctor Sergei Sharbin, I don't know if he's behind me right now cringing, but I asked him today, this is official, this is online, what out of all of our films, what is his favorite? And and he said, I hate everything and life and all the people. No, I'm kidding. He said he actually liked Dweeps a lot. I don't know, and I think it was probably because it's like so short and sweet and
Down to the point. One
Down to
shot,
the
fast.
just laugh, and get out of there. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Awesome. So, what part of the pipeline you like the most?
Ooh.
Storyboarding, thinking about the story, or layout, or animator, because you are an animator.
Yeah. I think the animation is probably the most painful in a weird way.
The pain of animation.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
on this channel.
Because you have to be in a moment, and you really have to and this moment is going to be brief. It's going to be 4 seconds or whatever, and sometimes it's very emotional or whatnot. But it's going to take you maybe 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks to do it properly, like all the way from blocking, doing refinements, all the way to polish. And you have to just be in that state of mind, in that moment. It's like that moment is in slow motion, and you have to absorb it on that level. And if it's like a sad thing, there were like instances where I was working on a really sad thing, and then like, you know, animators a lot of times they have mirrors like on their desk, and I would just get a glimpse of my own reflection. It's like, and I was just like stuck in like a sad space, like while I'm doing this thing, just because I'm kind of living the moment or whatever.
Yeah. So you're having a great day, and then you go to work, and
exactly. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think
the other way around too, right? If you have to animate, like the days where you were animating Dweebs, Dixie.
But then you also kind of start kicking yourself because you get so numb to the joke that you feel like, oh, it's not funny anymore. Ah, damn, it's not funny anymore. And it's still funny. It's just not funny to you.
Yeah.
And so you get kind of numb to it, and then you risk accidentally ruining the joke.
Yeah.
Because you've seen it so many times that you start changing it to make it funny to you. And you have to just kind of trust that the version of the edit that you made like a month ago or whatever, that it's probably funny. It's probably funny. Just have to trust it.
Awesome. Okay, last question.
Yes.
You did Coffee Run, kind of sad for moments. You did the Daily Dweebs, hilarious. And you did The Agent, which is more action. It's also
Action,
comedy, but action.
Yeah.
Of the three genre, which one you enjoy the
Ooh.
most
I think,
as a whole?
honestly, I think action. I love the like when I was coming up with the choreography of the fight, even though like we had to like trim it down just because, you know, we couldn't go on for too long, but I just loved the, you know, like you're really deciding when something happens at what point and what is the most interesting, you know, moment to just like flip that around. And it's the cliche, like he's winning, no he's winning, and it's I don't know, there's something about it, and all of it happens so fast, and you have to really, like, if you're like one frame off, that can be the difference between like feeling like a hit didn't land or it did land, and it's like I'm really excited now about like the next shot, what's going to happen. It's a very fine line, but I don't know, there's something about that I really enjoy, and I hope maybe in the future we'll do something really action-packed.
Or maybe a feature film
Of that, yeah, exactly, yeah.
That.
But that's
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Helti Hjalmarsson talked about layout. He did the entire layout of Caminandes 3. He did voice acting also. The crying llama is his. I don't know if you get to hear it. It's just hilarious. All right. Who is the next victim? How far are we? Is the video ready?
Not yet. 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Okay, another one. So we had artists, we had developers. Who is Julian? You wanna come? All right. All the way from Germany. Where are you from? Because I said
Germany.
But yeah, it's a big country.
Northern Germany. Well, it's somewhere around Bremen, but it's like in the middle of nowhere. You wouldn't know the name. It's called Diepholz, so it's like the name is very descriptive.
Very descriptive. Does it mean anything?
No. Holz is just wood, so it's basically
Something
deep wood.
Okay, is there wood around it, or is like in the
Little bit,
Netherlands where there's a lot of Bergen places with no mountains?
Yeah, it's mostly like it's a little bit of woods, a lot of fields and swamps. So, yeah.
Beautiful, can't wait. All right.
Beautiful.
So, what are you up to these days? You're also just like Simon, involved in a bunch of projects.
Yes.
Blender side on the Sculpt team, but also doing Sprite Fright.
Yes. It's pretty exciting. So I'm basically sculpting the main character lineup. So I'm like in I was like in constant contact with the director Matthew Loon and the production designer Ricky Nerva. So it was really exciting, and just kind of building the characters up from the ground, just like step by step. Yeah.
How many characters are there?
It's 5 in terms of the main teenager group, and then there's there's the sprites, so it's basically 2 characters, but there's going to be like a lot of variation among them. Yeah, that's already a lot. I mean, especially
5 main
compared.
characters.
Yes.
Like up to the level of Spring.
Basically, yes.
So,
Yeah.
okay. You worked on Spring, so now multiply this by 5.
Oh my god.
But just have the one person. Andy, you're also helping, right?
Oh yes. Andy is helping.
We're doing
Yeah,
environment.
of course. Of course. It's not like in Spring I was like, I mean, Andy was also working on Spring on the characters, mainly the grooming and some of the shading. But now, like, I got like Simon also helping out. We got like Vivian as an extra concept artist. It's like the team is bigger than in Spring, which is definitely necessary. I don't know if like within the time that we like set this all in, I would be able to just like work on 5 or 7 characters at the same time. So it's mainly sculpting that I'm doing, sculpting and some modeling work.
And at the same time, you are in touch with the Sculpt developers, and
Yes,
there's kind of
always.
a team going on. I see that you're reviewing patches as well.
Trying to. Right now during lockdown, it's a bit harder again since I'm only doing it on my own personal computer, but it's a lot of fun, as always being like in the midst of what's happening in the latest versions.
Wow. Anything? Any spoilers? I want to coming. What are you reviewing a patch right now, or is it the brush system project? That's also
Yes, that's definitely a big discussion point right now with the whole brush management, asset management thing, and reworking the UI for that. Because whoever had the latest version of Blender open, you can see how many tools got added recently. It's insane, and now is the time to actually adjust everything so that it all fits in to get like all of this new feature sets properly displayed.
yeah. In the last release, only like 7 or so more.
Yeah,
tools.
and it's a lot more.
Yeah, you gave a presentation here at the studio regarding the tool system. That's also something you are overseeing as a project?
A little bit, yeah. I'm in discussion with people because there's definitely the task in 2.9, the series, to like polish up a lot of the features, the UI, the tools, getting basically the whole 2.8 project is being wrapped up.
Yeah.
So this is the time to really give feedback.
It is. So that's your request to people?
Oh yeah, of course, always give feedback.
Get feedback. How can they even get in touch? Can you go to DevTalk? There is a thread on DevTalk.
There's always DevTalk.
Yeah.
There's always threads going on there. There's also still right-click select.
Yeah.
And on the main developer forum, not so much, but you can always check out what's going on there, and like directly like shout out certain patches if you want to like give feedback, maybe on DevTalk and right-click select. It's not so great if like the comments get flooded in there, I noticed, but still it's great if you like stay in touch on like all these 3 websites at least.
Awesome. Favorite feature that was added recently? Recently, as in the last 3 months.
Oh my God! In the last 3 months. Oh my God! I guess one of the best features is still the cloth brush, the cloth sculpting system, which is being worked on right now. I need to try out more with it, because right now all of these new features get added to really make it shine, like collisions, and I think that's gonna really that's probably become the biggest game changer in terms of sculpt mode. And there's some new stuff on the horizon with dynamic topology improvements.
Yeah. Have you tried that, or just?
I haven't tried it yet, but it looks promising. In general, performance improvements.
And
are
by the
planned.
developer who worked primarily on Bmesh.
Yes.
And he mentioned that Dintopo wasn't, like, Bmesh wasn't made for Dintopo, and that explains a lot of things why it wasn't so fast. So it's great to have him involved. It's awesome. So we can expect a bunch of new stuff.
Exciting times.
Good. Any artwork? November, tomorrow. Are you joining now?
Oh my God, no.
Sculpt. How is Sculpt January?
Well, it's
January,
not too long now.
Is it like
oh my God.
2 months?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
no
need
pressure.
to prepare. Yes, I kind of skipped the last one,
Yeah.
but
Inktober?
it would be amazing to like. Oh my God, Inktober. I should think about that. It's over.
October. Yeah, you have tomorrow.
I missed it completely.
You have a full day.
I got 1 day left.
To do 30 drawings. 31.
Oh no. But yes.
But the scope January, do you think you're
Yeah,
gonna...
it would be great to like. I would really like to do it again, like power through it, possibly like do some tutorials based on it. That was a lot of fun last
You
time.
did it 2 years ago, but not
Yes.
last year. That's when
Yeah.
I mixed it with Simon.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Exactly.
But, you did it 1 year, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Wait.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Awesome. But encourage people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for dropping by.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
thank
be
you.
here all night, so just
Exactly. I'll stick around.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Claps, please.
Yay!
All right. Are we production? Are we close to the?
I can go now.
Yeah. We're waiting. We're patiently waiting for YouTube to encode the video. We are the video is like it's gonna be long. It's gonna be like a feature film, and it also includes closed captions. So it's gonna be subtitled, so you can see it as you can see it and read it at the same time. But also if you can hear properly, or you can hear where you are right now. Ton just said 2 more minutes. Ton. How long? Okay, I'm not going to shout next to the microphone. How's everybody in the chat doing? Is it okay? I'm curious, I want to see how many people are watching this. Oh, wow, 1.6 thousand people. What to say to 1.6 thousand people? Hug your friends and families. Hey, okay, who's coming? Who's next? Francesco, do you want to? Francesco? Got all the way. I think I just want you to relax, so we're just going to be silent here.
Okay, okay. Do you want to know when the video is ready?
No, I want to know how you are.
I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah.
And what is the video ready?
Like you would imagine, I mean, we cannot diss YouTube, right? Because we're streaming on YouTube.
We're streaming on YouTube,
Okay.
but that's okay. They're not. We're not monetizing this, so it's okay.
Okay, so but you know, like if you upload a video and you set it to processing, you know, in those very big, expensive data centers full of Google engineers, you know, user experience designers underwater that cannot design a progress bar to tell you how far the processing of the video is. That's where we are. So the video is uploaded. It's processing for like 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 now. This morning when I did the test, it took 15 minutes. So I think it's fairly close. Actually, if you go on conference.blender.org, you actually find the video. So if you refresh the page, you should see something there.
No, you can point at his face.
Okay.
I have here a little thingy that.
Yeah.
You can.
So that's the video. So as soon as YouTube decides to finish processing it, then we can all enjoy it together. And I hope it will be entertaining and it will be fun.
It will. Oh yeah. Nice thumbnail.
Oh, it doesn't even have a thumbnail. That's interesting.
No, maybe it's the thing I'm using here.
Thinking about it. Yeah, there should be a thumbnail.
That's exciting. So
yeah.
It is there.
Yeah, it is there.
What can we expect? This is the longest video Blender has ever published.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, the past few days have been really, really busy with all the different announcements, different things that have been happening with Blender. But like this video, of course, holds a special place in the nights that I spent finishing. But you know, we were working on it together yesterday, and the thing that amazed me the most was really like the diversity of the content that you're going to see. Like, I mean, I don't even. It's not even about hyping it. It's really like I was so happy to see so many things, even more than what you would normally see at the Blender conference, because maybe some of the people who provided content for this video, they would not normally be able to be there, or like, you know, you wouldn't think about it. They're very busy people, and so it's really cool that people could take like a couple of minutes of their life to share what they're doing, and it's really unique. So to me, that's like the best part of this video. And of course, there are like lots of surprises and plot twists, and try to make it like a story. But yeah,
that's something unique, really. I think this idea of these videos that Tom came up with the idea of making, and it's just amazing because it's really something we couldn't do otherwise. We were planning to do a conference in Amsterdam and one in LA.
Yeah.
But that will bring only people that can go to those places.
Yeah.
Here we're going to see people from
all over
the place.
Yeah. And indeed, like even I'm just thinking of how because right now we would be in the middle of the conference. Like the conference would have been happening, like the actual conference in Amsterdam.
Right now, we would be at the Bali or like having
Yeah, so that's, I'm just a bit phased out thinking about that because, we are not there. And it's going to be so condensed. Like after this, like we were also joking that do people know that this is it? Like this is going to be
This is a conference.
It's a 1.5 hour video, and it's condensing 3 days of Blender conference, emotional roller coaster, and learning experience in one handy device. It's not that then tomorrow there is another one, because otherwise...
You can watch it again
and
find the details.
Yeah, you can.
I think it's worth watching a few times.
Yeah.
That's amazing. This week you also, just because it wasn't enough to make a 1.5 hour video, you released the new Blender Cloud, announcing especially the new project, Sprite Fright.
Yeah.
We had some people from the team here working.
Okay.
Yes, already. But you're also producing this.
Yeah.
How?
The team is very happy that I am producing this because I can dedicate plenty of time to the team, especially when I'm doing the other things. Yeah. I mean, it's been going on for really a long time, so it's great to see it public, and I'm really looking forward to share more and more of the content that is there and of the process. Matthew Land, the director, he is very open and enthusiastic about talking about story development and the story process and so on. And so it's really nice that he's embracing a little bit the idea of the platform and to share that part of the process too, which normally, it is a struggle. It's always a struggle, but it's cool if you can make it and you can make it public, like just the rest of the art and the development process struggle. So that's I'm very excited for the project. It's going to go on for many months still, and there is already months worth of content there to check and explore. So
You also produced Coffee Run, all the previous open projects, more recent open projects, Spring, Caminando's projects. So compared with Spring, which was huge, how is the size of this project? How is it like?
I mean, I think you can already tell from the artwork, from the concept art, that this is going to be even huger, and and that's of course making everybody a little bit uncomfortable. So, as a producer or in general, trying to make a project together with everyone, you try to find a good balance between what is uncomfortable for real and what is like, okay, let's just push it a little bit further. And so far, I think we've been trying to find a good limit, like a good balance. And I think that this is though very, very ambitious. So it's super exciting. I mean, I'm very excited about it.
It's a good next step towards making a bigger project even.
The
jump.
Especially like to enable like the workflow and the collaboration of people in a way that is less ad hoc. Like in the past, we really managed to make films work because the crew was working very tightly together. It was not very big, and we had enough time on our hand to do things. But like over and over, we've been presented with the same challenges that we always solved in ways that were not very sustainable, and they were not making everybody happy. And I mean, of course, for obvious reasons. So, and for this film, in order to produce the amount of animation that is required, we need, like, for example, a bigger animation crew. And to make that efficient, then we really need to have like a pipeline in place that allows a process.
So the focus of this project?
His pipeline is working together and using Blender to work together and sharing that process. So like, how do we use Blender to work together? And it's not just Blender; it's tools around it that you need to make a film.
So where there are tools needed, they're going to be developed and always open source.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So that's like, I think that it's a great next step, because after this we can definitely, hopefully create something a bit more sustainable for the future, and we can do even more ambitious projects, which is what we always like to do.
Yeah, what would you like to produce? What do you think as a producer, based on the experience that you had on Spring, Coffee Run, this?
Yeah.
What do you think, the next step for Blender to take? Blender Studio and Blender.
No, but I mean, there is always the idea of working on feature formats, but that's like very ambitious and complicated. But I think another aspect that is even more interesting than that is to create enough sustainability in the Blender cloud so that we can have, for example, multiple productions happening. Like imagine if you could make, 2 sprite sprites in 1 year. I mean, of course, it's not, if you think of it that you have to do it yourself, then you go like, okay, I'd rather not. But if you could have enough momentum, if you could have enough infrastructure, enough people, enough subscribers to be able to pull that weight, then what is preventing you from doing 3 films per year? And I think that if we are able to find that format, like finding a way to make this work, and it comes both in how we share the work we do and how the platform itself is going to work, but also the kind of productions we make, I think that will be a very exciting direction where to go. I think I should go check the upload. Maybe. So I'm going to have a look. And if you don't see me, then it means that probably it's time to go live. The link is there. It's in the front page of Blender.org. So you just need to refresh. And then everyone who is around, they can just go and check there. At some point, there will be like we make it a live premiere. We try at least. Yeah. So there will be a countdown. There will be a chat there. So everybody can jump from one chat to the other and be there. And I really hope it's done. So I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you very much. A huge applause.
Paco,
yes.
People want to know when they will unbox.
The unbox. It should you should be wearing it already. I have to.
Yeah, unbox it.
Live.
Yes. Live unboxing.
But okay. Okay, well, my first unboxing. Hello. Welcome. So, Together Apart, do not open until today. Nobody asked what's the drawing in here, and it was just obvious. Sprite Fright is a new open movie project. This box was designed by Mike. Thank you, Mike. Vivian was also helping there. Drawings are based on Ricky's drawings. Yes, concept art. Just making time so I can. Okay, I get to open it. Here.
No, you want the knife.
Huh?
You want the knife.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'd open it. It's okay. There is a mug. No. All right, so the first thing is green. It's not Shrek. It's the Blender Conference 2020. Sprites edition. That's so nice. S. I'm still a kid, yes. S. Oh, amazing. Nice. Oh, wait. There's something else here. So, for your mouse, an exclusive Blender mousepad. That's so cool. I actually didn't know that we had this thing in. That's so nice. All right, more. What else? Oh, postcards. Postcards. Stickers. We had, okay, so here, zoom in. We had a bunch of stickers for the Blender community, for Beacon, for the sprites, and the Blender sticker. Nice. These are the new Blender community badges that we made recently, we published recently. That's so cool. And, of course, there is a bunch of Amsterdam postcards because, it's like when you come to Amsterdam, of course, you only do the postcard. Can we? Yeah, awesome. So, greetings from Amsterdam. The Bach. This is where the Blender conference started. Like, what, 18 years ago. 2002. The first Blender conference was here. The Bach, Newmarkt in Amsterdam. The Bali, that's where the other conference happened too. Many conferences actually we had here at the Bali where we could just, at some point, we just couldn't grow any bigger. We couldn't fit any more people, so we moved to where we moved, to where we Company Theater, where we were there last year. The Bali, but we still go back for the after drinks. We still go there. What is this? Okay, quick. This is Entrepod Doc. This is where the open movie projects, the second open movie project happened, Big Bug Bunny, and then all the other ones until we moved to this building. And the Poddock 57A is one of the most beautiful areas in Amsterdam. We were there recently with Dalai, and we were all like sentimental. Oh, we miss that place. But then we moved to this place, where we are now in Amsterdam North. This building, we call it Fugly at the beginning because it wasn't the prettiest place, but now it is because it's surrounded by pretty people. Here, Company Theater. This is where the conference was last year, and then Amsterdam. So nice. It's also designed by Mike, right? Ah, cool. Sorry, I'm not. All right. Okay, I got a letter. Are we supposed to read this out loud? It's a letter by the CEO of the Blender Foundation. I think this is personal for each one that received it. And also there is a time where we're going to be meeting. And yeah, a lot of energy. Yes, good wishes. But it's more of a personal note to everybody that got the comfort box. This is what I should be wearing. The Blender Beacon 20 with my name tag. I should get my name there. Then this goes together with the lanyard. Orange, of course. We never made an orange before, I think, right? We had last year was blue. So, and then to write on it, we actually got pens. Yeah, 3 pens. A pink, blue, Blender pens. What are people saying? It looks incredible. Read it. People want me to read the note. No, come on. It's a personal note. Let's see. A pin? Oh, I got a Suzanne. I think there was a random one. Suzanne. That's amazing. Okay. This is the... So for people that never been to a Blender conference, these pins they're like, there's a black market of pins. People are exchanging it, and then they're all putting it there on all lanyards. So there's a black market of pins, and this is the best. This is the sound that whenever you make this sound, and they're like, people hear you, they're like always turning their heads. Cookies. And the round ones.
The upload is stuck, so we are going to fall back to the live stream.
Okay.
Version.
Okay. So?
Francesco said within a few minutes you will have it prepared, but you know what to do.
I know what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
Stop for a second and ask Francesco what to do.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I'm getting notes about what's going on. The video upload or the processing got a bit stuck. It's stuck. Okay. While we wait for that, we can stream from this live stream. We can put the video live, but I need orders from the boss. We need the Italian one. Yes. I want to know if you can mention how should I proceed, and where can I find the video. Technical stuff. More Pablo. Ah, that's so nice. Thank you. Oh, I can invite more people in. So what are the cookies about? This is a stroopwafel. 2 stroopwafels, and then the other one is probably speculoos. In this country, they love speculoos. I'm not sure why. Stroopwafels. I'm gonna. Should I? No, I'm gonna open it. Do you know what a stroopwafel is? We watch Pablo eat the cookies live. Why? Hello, Francesco. Ciao. ¿Cómo stai? ¿Cómo va?
Good.
Yeah.
So we have a plan. Did Tom tell you about it?
Kind of.
So like while we wait for YouTube to do something, we can do something ourselves. So we're gonna take the file on a USB stick, and then we plug it here, and then you just like stream it.
You have the subtitles video?
No, that's the only downside.
Can we get it from? No.
No, I don't
The
think
SRT,
so.
no?
Ah, maybe. Ah, that
Yeah,
way.
if you get the SRT,
Okay.
you put it on VLC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you stream it through VLC because it would be better if you would serve it as a file streaming through VS, right?
Yeah, but I can put the subtitle there, I think.
You can do a live OBS discovery session.
Yeah. Hey guys, people, do you know if we can add a video with subtitles?
Ah, there you go. Exactly. There are like 1,000 people that know probably.
Yeah, they must be doing. They must.
Andy, do you have your USB-C? No.
Stick.
Okay. Then we are gonna use.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, try to get the SRT, and I think VLC is not gonna be too bad. All right. Live television. Okay, I'm gonna put everything back here. How's everything? Every VLC solves every program. Yeah, because it's open source, man. It's open source, woman. Okay. What to do now? I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm not directing anything.
No, no, you're art directing.
There are more people here.
I can do a second interview.
Yeah. A second. No, Andy, you want to drop by? Just a second.
Who's gonna interview the new animator? Yeah.
Okay, here. I can sit here, focus on my face, and then you sit here.
Yes. Okay. Sure.
It's live TV, man.
This is gonna work so great.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So. Claps, please. All right, we got in-house Andy Gordalczyk, director of Spring, art director of pretty much everything else.
Stuff. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing right now? You're involved in an open movie project. Are you involved in the development of Blender stuff?
Yeah, just giving feedback, answering questions, and just rambling about things, bug reports and stuff.
Bug report.
Yeah.
So in Sprite Fright, when did you guys started? Actually, I didn't ask you, but how long have you been working on the project so far?
Oh gosh, I think it must have been a couple of months now. March, February. I forgot. I really forgot. No. Wait, it was later.
During March, I think.
That was
copy run was still going on.
Yeah.
Like
The whole year is a blur, really. Yeah.
Settlers project and then Sprite Fright.
Yeah.
What are you working on in Sprite Fright? Which area?
So currently we are bringing the main 5 characters that Julian was talking about from sculpting to actual mesh that can be rigged and everything, and then at the same time some environment art look development is happening. Currently we are all together working on a cover for 3D World, for the 3D World magazine. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that here.
Now you know.
But it's an exclusive, so we'll have one of the main characters on the cover, fully shaded, posed with an environment and with like the sprite sitting on her hand, without having made the whole movie yet. So it's super difficult because we had to do everything basically.
It's like the closest to a teaser or trailer.
Yeah. I think we're treating it as kind of a look dev personality pose to find the style of the film, really.
Wow.
Something that we haven't done it really to that extent. I mean, we always kind of had to, at some point, push things together, and then you get a picture that looks like the final film, but yeah.
Wow.
So,
do you think, already based on your experience on the other open projects, do you think what we are going to see in the cover is going to change much, or it's like, what do you expect? Like towards the end of the project?
I mean, I don't know really. I don't expect it to change much because we're very deliberately going for a specific style, and but that's the same with all the stuff we've made before. It never turns out how you want it to be. It always is better.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
And speaking of style, based compared to the other open movie project, this looks already completely different.
Yeah.
How was it? How was the approach in this time? How did you even?
I mean, a great deal was just comes from the character designer Ricky Nerva, who had a lot of input in how the characters are made, and that influences the whole style of everything. But also, it comes a lot from the people here, because people here really want to do something that they haven't done before, something more experimental, something more 2D, something pushing the limits of what Blender can do and what you can do as in animation, you know. So yeah, it's unlike anything we've ever done before, and that's really exciting.
Wow. Do you think in Blender itself you're gonna get to use any of the new features? Do you already plan to have some improvements in Blender that you say,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're basically using master every day, like with all the crashes and everything. We're submitting bug reports, trying to make sure that, you know, that people, the developers, are best supported in their work, even if we just end up complaining a lot. But yeah, and I mean, we're gonna make use of all the new features that we can, and Sebastian already improved some of the simulation stuff. Overrides, Bastien is working on overrides, and we're going to use overrides for everything, for the whole project. We are, in fact, using them already.
Wow. And I heard that it might be the first project to use some geometry nodes or some of the new system of nodes.
Yeah. I'm just basically waiting for that stuff to, you know, be a little bit more solid, so we can use it for stuff. But yeah, we'll use everything that's there, everything that we can.
I know you're not still building shots, right? No, you're not still building like a whole scenes.
Yeah.
But compared to Spring was the last big project that happened, like big short, and that was half in 2.7 and a big chunk in 2.8. Pipeline-wise, are you changing much from what you learned from Spring, or like the collection system? Are you using differently now, or?
I think we're doing a lot of explorations currently, how we are building, you know, a shot file that people are animating, and then different people are using a different file for lighting. But hopefully, I mean, the thing with Spring was that the collection system was being developed as we were making the film. So in the end, it was kind of there where it is right now. So we are, you know, starting from a better starting point, you know. Yeah. So it's like that's gonna be a total breeze, and I think like a lot of stuff, also with the override system, that's gonna influence how we use collections. A lot of the linking of collections is going to be pretty much the same, but that's so powerful. Wow. All that stuff that came in 2.8. So great.
Exciting. You also being sorry if I keep you.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Because you also being playing around with Python.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And you were playing with more on the pipeline side, like caching and stuff. That you did it awake a part of you that you like.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, it's. I've always wanted to do. You know, not like just dumb coding stuff, like putting some Python into the thing and see if it runs. I always wanted to do that because Blender really encourages you to do it, and I like if you're thinking of it, I can really just like go for it. Try to do some of that stuff because it's like it changes the way that you work. It can make you more efficiently, and it's not really that hard. Like if you know some, you know, how some basic code is structured, you don't really need to know how to program. You can just like read the documentation, paste a line, or even just the RNA path, and then just go to town with it. So it's very, very approachable.
Awesome. And we have a training on the Blender Cloud for that. Is the scripting for artists that people can check out.
So good, yeah.
Yeah, and that might be a segue to get another developer in the chair. We're talking about scripting, and he's an artist. So I was kind of, you know. Oh, you're eating. Sorry.
I think the camera just.
Yeah, we put the problem with the camera.
Oh.
The battery went out.
But the thing should be plugged in.
Yeah, but
what? Okay.
Stand by, please.
Yes.
We are trying to fix your issue.
The camera, yes. Do we have a webcam like a back? Is it? It is. Yeah. Now you have to press play.
Maybe there's a short or something.
And then cancel. No. Play again. And okay, we are back.
You could
No,
have just
let's play again.
appeared here, and then you would have turned it to me.
Nobody
Yes.
would have known.
Okay, we are back. Sorry, the camera had a little issue. Try make sure the plug is, and it should show like a little plug that it's charging. So, okay, that was Andy Gordalczyk.
Battery exhausted again.
And the battery is exhausted, but we are not. So we're gonna continue in a podcast fashion.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, if there is anybody that can find a just a regular webcam, only amazing, and people cannot see me eating.
Yeah. No, thanks. I saw
Thank you. Is there anybody around that can find a webcam?
Or maybe just
Just continue.
the cable. I think it's the cable.
Yeah, the cable is maybe not the greatest.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody moving.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
go-
saw somebody walking.
Ah, yeah? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think Julian ran off.
Ah, okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So we are going to get the webcam back, but the audio is off. No, the audio is fine. Right? Here, okay. We're going to fix this. Hold on to your hats and cameras. Is it plugged in?
It has to be.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
it's working.
Yeah. Whoop.
Whoa.
Live.
Yay.
You're OBSing.
Fantastic.
There you go. Okay, the
OBSing like a pro.
camera quality dropped down a bit.
But I love the white balance on this. Like the purple to compensate the green. It is just beautiful.
We are purple, actually. The camera is fine. The other one was wrong. Okay. So, Sivren Stuvo.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, cool.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's for the last I don't know, month and a half. I've been working more on Blender on the animation side of things, and it's been fantastic. There's so much more new development going on live in the animation module. We got Wade Moss to join the module. We got Christoph Lenenfeld join the module. We got Bassam Kudali coming back. So he's now also official part of the module.
Director of Elephant Dream, the first open movie project.
Exactly. So it's fantastic to have more new developers on in the team, and they're doing fantastic jobs. Like Wade is working on the nonlinear animation editor, which really needs a lot of love because like nobody has looked at that for years, and he's picking it up and doing great things.
Yeah.
Christoph is working on a new pose breakdowner user interface, which he is going to abstract so that other parts of Blender can also use it. And it looks so good. No more waving in the air for just guessing where you are, but it is really nice.
Really?
And then we have Bassam, who has all the knowledge from way back then. So when I asked him about the visual keying, he knew exactly who implemented it, how it got implemented, etc., and other areas as well. So it's fantastic.
So it's an actual team, animation.
Oh yeah,
audio team.
Luciana Munoz is also working on it, and there's more people who are active, and we now have bi-weekly meetings, like fortnightly meetings, I should say,
Yeah.
to make it clear that it's not twice a week.
Yeah, Fortnite, but it's also not Fortnite. Fortnite is.
Yeah, no.
Wow. So how can we follow this progress? Is it?
On Blender Chat, there is the animation module, so animation dash module chat channel. That is the hub for all the communication. In the header of that, in the topic, we have links to the workboard where you can see what we're working on. And there will always be links there for the meeting nodes, and people can also join the meetings if they're interested in animation.
Oh, wow. That's the animation 2020, really, waiting to happen. Okay. We
Okay.
are getting news that we're getting close around 10 minutes-ish, less than 10 minutes-ish. 5
Italian.
Italian
Yeah.
minutes, which is 10 minutes. In a nice way, you're saying. So, animation module.
Yeah.
Also, we're not going to spoil anything, but you also participated in this video. You're going to see the first shot that you see in the video for today. It's
Yeah, that was fun to do.
that was super fun. We're not going to spoil anything, but Apple might sue us. No, I'm kidding.
Nah.
Okay, so animation module, scripting for artists. This year, 2020, was one of the, I think we can put it here.
All right.
Monitoring, it seems fine.
Yeah.
Open Up, the Blender Open Up.
Yeah.
In March, when Europe, or this part of Europe, went into lockdown, Blender Foundation, Blender.org project announced the Open Up, which you were a big part of it with
Scripting for artists.
scripting for
Yes.
artists.
That was so good. The making new chapters, and they're available for everybody, and that was also very nice to do. So the responses that I got on Twitter for my calls for more information were fantastic, and basically I didn't have to do anything. Just call out like what you guys want to hear, and I got many responses and I dive into it. And now also on the chat, people still refer to it, especially the how did I call it? The roast my add-on.
Yes, you roast my add-on.
Yeah.
So you were, what was that?
Oh, that was just, I look at the code, I go from top to bottom, and everything that is shit, I just point a finger at and stick it in there and twirl it around until it all comes up. And it's a really fun way of doing it, because it's basically doing a code review, but in a nice way, and a bit of a harsh way, but that's how you got to be, right?
Sometimes you need it.
Yeah. And the responses that I got from people were very positive. So maybe we'll do it again. And maybe it inspires other people to do something like this, which would also be very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. This scripting is a big part, like Andy was saying. Nowadays, Blender encourages you to learn it.
Yeah.
Maybe because there's not a better way of doing some things, or macro.
Well, but also like for many ways of like Blender is capable of doing so much, and making it work for your way of working, for your workflow. It can really help a lot when you script things.
Yeah.
And it's really powerful in Blender. If you want to have the bit of script that does what a push of a button does, you just hover over it with your mouse, you press Ctrl-C, in your text editor you press Ctrl-V, and you have the code. I mean, the starting out is that simple. So, yeah, of course. Like,
How do you are a Blender developer, core developer. Do you think for people that want to contribute, that starting by making little add-ons or small tools in Python, is that a good starting point, or would you suggest people to just start from scratch with C?
Well, if you're good enough in C++ or in C, and you're good enough to understand how Blender works on the inside, which is quite tricky, then by all means do it. But I think if you can do it in Python, maybe it doesn't perform as well. Maybe it is just a little bit of a proof of concept. But if you have a working way that shows other people what you mean, then that is so powerful. That is so much easier to convince people. Pretty much in the same way as filmmaking, right? You don't let your characters talk about what happened. You actually show people what happened.
Yeah.
And coding is the same way. If you can show what it should do, then it's way more convincing. So I think if that is the way you can kickstart that part of development that you wanted to go into, that's great, yeah.
Awesome. Anything you're exciting for in 2021, like Blender development?
Being together again, that's the number one. But apart from Blender development, right now I will just be very ecocentrically and talk about the animation module. We are very much in sort of maintenance mode. We're taking all the features that Blender already has and lifting them to a new level. We're polishing them. We're looking at what was intended by the developer, but maybe not implemented the right way, implementing it the right way.
Yeah. Patch reviews,
that kind of things. And basically, making sure that everything that is in Blender now, that works really nicely. I think by 2021 we can leap forward from that and really start adding new features, which will also be very exciting.
Exciting. Well, Siren also was involved. Well, you made all the new Alembic and USD pipeline in Blender in the latest releases.
Well, the Alembic pipeline was already there, but I polished it and added some more features.
And you made the USD one, and then you implemented that into Alembic.
Yeah.
So, how complete do you think is that for a studio to use?
I think currently, if you're using Blender as the start of your pipeline, so you're using Blender for modeling, and then you export it to USD and then import it into something else for other stuff, then you can already use it. If you want to use Blender somewhere in the middle or the end of the pipeline, that is more tricky. Currently, there is somebody working on an importer. So there's a separate branch that you can now already check out and see for yourself.
USD.
Yep. To have a USD importer. We're still talking about design stuff, and still it's very rough, of course, but he is doing great work.
There's a branch already.
Yep.
All right. Well, exciting times ahead. I saw an Italian dropping by here, so I think we might have some news.
Yes.
Yes, we do have news. Good news, but good news.
It's ready, basically.
Go to the page and I will start the live premiere.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Severin. Clapping, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are close to wrapping up this live stream because you're gonna have to jump into the other live stream.
Okay, it should be done.
Okay. All right. So
Big screen.
I'm okay. So I'm gonna give you the link here.
Not to give the link.
Yeah, I have to give them the link.
How do you do that?
All right. So I'm gonna give you the link, or just go to the Blender Foundation. Well, you are in the Blender Foundation YouTube channel, so just come here, and I'm gonna give you the link in the chat for everybody. And we're going to see you over there. Here's the link. Yes, I got the link. All right, go there. It's going to be live in 2 minutes. Is everybody there? Pasting the link. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Let's go watch the film. Bye-bye.